Howdy y'all,
UFL week for you.
Jackson who is Ickchick Studios, and welcome back to another episode of Outside the Hash. I am joined by both co-hosts, so today is a good day, despite the fact we are streaming on recording on Wednesday instead of Monday. But one day,
We here.
one day I'll get my Mondays.
Well,
All right, are we ready to kick things off with the UFL?
Come on, man. That's too easy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
you
hate
admittedly did great this week, Nate.
I hate Matt Corral. He deserves to be shipped to the moon. We should send him on Artemis 4, and then we should leave him there. Of
I
course,
told you, Colin.
unfortunately, Artemis 4 isn't until like 2 years from now. But hopefully one day. We will start things off. Dallas Renegades, Orlando Storm are both undefeated at 3-0. The Dallas Renegades did have some news today that their final home game is going to be at Fort Hood, so shout out to the troops. I did see some. I saw one season ticket holder who was very angry about that, though, because Fort Hood is 2 hours away, and they're also not sure if they're going to be able to get in because of the requirements to get on base. So they don't even know if they can buy tickets.
Making some very interesting decisions here, to say the least. Really trying to go with the Zero Fans Challenge.
Yeah, it might also be indicative that Micropo is not happy with the Dallas market and may be moving the Renegades if they're taking away a home game.
Don't worry, I'm gonna find a way to ruin that guy's career.
Don't worry, they've already The Rock already killed two of my teams, so The Rock and Micropo can kill one of your teams.
He's actually involved in the Vrabel scandal. He was the cuck watching on the side. So get him out
Yeah,
of here.
the whole scandal where it's like, oh, pro ball player cheats. Oh my God! More news at 11.
Yeah.
Like, it's harder to find one that doesn't.
That's actually fair.
Now, talking about cheating in football, imagine tampering to get Cade McNamara, even though I love him as a Michigan fan. Love Cade. But imagine having to vacate games because you cheated to get Cade McNamara.
Part is they self-reported, and I feel like they got a harsher punishment than some schools did without reporting.
Yeah.
So
well, see, the key to not getting any real harsh punishments is your scandal being you love ball too much, like Connor Stallions. Bro loves ball.
Yeah.
So, anyways, Austin Reed is pretty much your probably your runaway favorite right now for the MVP. He is 66 of 106, 763 yards, 9 touchdowns, only 1 pick, leading the league in passing. Deion Jackson leading the league in rushing with 224 yards and 5 touchdowns. And Tyler Vaughn, I guess technically he'll probably get Offensive Player of the Year if Austin Reed gets MVP with 23 receptions, 331 yards, and 4 touchdowns.
It ain't shabby though.
Yeah, but I assume they would give MVP to the quarterback and Offensive Player of the Year to the wide receiver. Because they're evil. They're evil like that.
100%.
I would say any wide receiver, if they have at least 50% of the counting stats of a quarterback, they should just get the MVP instead.
Nah, because Calvin Johnson didn't get it right when he had like almost 2,000 receiving yards, right? He just got Offensive Player of the Year.
The NFL also, they're just sickos over there.
Yeah. Or maybe the UFL can do the opposite and give MVP to the wide receiver and Offensive Player to the quarterback.
That'd be
sweet. Best.
Of course, the answer usually is if they're giving it to a position.
If they start just giving MVPs to defensive players, that'd be even more wide.
They should throw back to the NFL and give it to the kicker. So they should have done it when with Aubrey or.
Yeah,
our
podcast.
Yeah, give it to the punter. That'd be the best. The best. Who's the best punter in the league? I'm just gonna say Brad Robbins because he's the Michigan player, even though he's on a garbage team. That probably means he's punting. But anyways, postseason right now with the top 4 is Dallas, St. Louis, and Orlando, DC. Games. There was controversy in the first game, the overtime game. The Orlando Storm beat the Louisville Kings 29-27 off of not a good 2-point conversion shootout, but because the Louisville Kings committed back-to-back penalties on defense, and that counts as a point.
Just saying, I feel like I should get half a point for picking Louisville for that.
No. We got half points for the AAL2 games that got rescheduled. In the second game of the week, the DC Defenders absolutely smoked the Houston Gamblers because the Gamblers didn't play Sam Castronova, obviously, because they played Talia. But anyways, this does not bode well for the Stallions, considering the Stallions lost to Houston.
Mm-hmm.
Your
run is finally over.
After that, the Dallas Renegades squeaked by the Ted Ginless Columbus Aviators because he got a DUI the day before the game, and their Todd Haley had to play as the interim coach.
Based.
So maybe this is indicative that Todd Haley should probably be their head coach, not Ted Ginn Jr.
I'd get a DUI too if I had to live in Columbus.
Well, he doesn't live in Columbus because they don't live in their cities. They live and practice in Arlington, and then they just fly out. That's why his DUI was in Texas.
Okay. I would get a DUI if I had to represent Columbus in any way. Okay.
Columbus is probably one of the best cities in Ohio, though. I think that's a very high bar.
But it's Ohio State. Gross.
I refuse to acknowledge that. I'd rather acknowledge Akron as a better city.
I'll go with you there. I'm an Akron guy, but like when you're comparing it to mostly Cleveland and Cincinnati,
I'll give you this. It's definitely one of the safest, which is a very low bar. But it is
be sad in Youngstown.
Youngstown.
Hey, they produce good football. That's the one
Dayton's
good thing.
Okay. I don't know.
Dayton's good at basketball. Important for basketball. And then the final game of the week was the Birmingham Stallions absolutely collapsing against the St. Louis Battlehawks, giving up 21 points in the fourth quarter. And also starting their game by throwing a pick six. Fuck Matt Corral. Ship him to the moon. So
trade for Jordan Ta'amu. Even bad Jordan Ta'amu.
I don't want Jordan Ta'amu either. Trade for Sam Castronova.
Luis Perez is sitting there.
Yeah, he's also available. He's really available too. Yeah.
What do you guys want for him?
You know what? The best quarterback in that game, despite the fact 3 quarterbacks played, was a Birmingham Stallions head coach, AJ McCarron, who should be suiting up to play quarterback. Bring back player coaches.
To be honest, you're probably not wrong.
I mean, he was my quarterback for a little bit down there in St. Louis, so I can attest to AJ's fine.
Yeah. All right. So this week we got the Louisville Kings at the Houston Gamblers. I guess I could theoretically pick the Kings because they're not a degenerate XFL team.
Yeah, I am definitely picking the Kings. Because they should have beat Orlando, and they should definitely kill Houston because Houston's ass.
Not if they put in Sam Castronova. Let's go, Houston Gamblers. God, I want Castronova to play so bad. What are you doing, Nate? Are you doing Louisville?
I'm going Louisville.
Louisville. All right.
I could very easily see. I thought Dallas was. They were playing back to back. I thought we were playing Orlando.
I could have wrote it in wrong. Well.
Maybe I saw the post
about. Yeah, they're playing Columbus.
I think what I saw was the Fort Hood post.
I guess the question here for this game: Todd Haley confirmed to coach again?
I have no idea.
Because I think if Todd Haley's coaching again, I might give it to Columbus. But if it's not, then I'll go Dallas.
Okay, I'll just put you in for Haley. I will also do that qualifier.
DC by 50.
No. Call, baby.
I'm
I don't
sleeping
like
on
either one of these teams.
Go the forfeit route.
I'm gonna do AAF's league suspends.
I would love that.
I'll just go home team. Let's go DC, even with bad Ta'amu.
Mm.
Orlando, Birmingham. Somehow Birmingham is still favorited. I
I'm
will
going
pick
Orlando
against
right
my
now.
Stallions because I
I'll go Orlando
can.
right now.
I will also pick against your sailing.
Yeah, I have no idea how Birmingham was still favorited on DraftKings when I got the ratings. But anyways, Nate went 4-0 last week. He's at 10-2. Followed by the Patrick, which is 9-3. Followed by Patrick and Vegas, which are both 8-4, and then me and the Coin, which are both 5-7. So
I'm cooking right now.
with that, we will hop over to the LFA, where the Osos de Monterrey beat the Dinos de Saltillo 21-19 in the kickoff. Shelton Epler led the game in passing. Wakefield McKnight Jr. rushing, receiving, and then there was a bit of upset, I guess, based on our picks and how the league had been looking the last couple of years, with the Reyes getting a win over the Gallos Negros at 14-9. Should be noted that the Gallos fired their coach and then hired a new one after this game. So, things are looking bad for the Blackhawks. Abel
I
Rose.
absolutely adore that level of just reactionary king.
The Reyes
Come on.
have been
Cool.
garbage the last 2 years, so I can see this kind of overreaction. So Abel Rosado was the leading passer, but not really a good passing game. Pretty much not a good offensive game. 74 passing led the game, 65 rushing led the game, 21 receiving was led the game. So
Offense
yeah.
was optional.
Yes, which we will see in an Australian football game later on in this episode as well.
Yeah. What the heck, man?
And for Nate's little victory lap here, the Cadillos absolutely demolished the Raptors 36-21. Jeremy Johnson threw 430 yards, 5 touchdowns, only 1 interception, 23 of 28.
Absolute cinema. We're so back. We're so back.
Remember when he was retired for half of last year?
Yeah, we should have four-peated, to be honest. If he didn't retire, I think we three-peat for sure.
Yeah, he definitely did your he Jordan you.
But that's okay. We're so back, and that's all I care about.
So yeah, Jeremy Johnson leads the league in passing. Kevin Viescon for the Raptors leads the league in rushing with 78 yards rushing. And Nathim Brantley for the Cadillos leads the league in receiving with 144 yards. Through 1 week, obviously, not much can be tell. Playoffs: Cadillos versus Mexica, Reyes versus Osos if you're doing by point differential. But I'm sure that will change as the league progresses. So, I did not give Vegas a lot of odds. I don't know if they have a betting partner. I didn't see any. I also, have to translate stuff if I really want to look, and that's slightly annoying. But we will see. If I ever find them, I will add it in. But for now, no Vegas odds. Dino's home against the Gallos Negros. I'm going Dino's.
Dino's by infinity.
Mexico versus Raptors. Mexicans are the reigning champions, so I'm going to go with them.
I'll go
but I could see the Raptors winning.
I could see the Raptors winning this, but
the Mexicans do have a new quarterback.
I'm going Mexicans.
I'll roll with the Raptors today. This will be Dino Week.
Dino Week, and then the Osos de Monterrey versus the Cadillos.
Come on, man!
This could be a championship.
Yeah. All right, with Nate's Cadillos.
You're gonna ride as a Cadillos. Oh, you didn't. I'll just pick that for you.
Let's go.
Cadillos. I got a borrow with my boy Shelton Epler and the Bears. The Osos.
Oh, Osos.
Yeah. So we are all 2-1. So We all missed the same game too. Even the coin. You'd think the coin would have got one of the other ones wrong and that one right, but nope.
Tragic.
So
Beautiful.
with that, we will hop over to the Indoor Football League, where the Orlando Pirates and the Tulsa Oilers still remain the only two undefeated teams. And on the West Division, Vegas and Arizona and San Diego are all tied at 2-1. This week, the New Mexico Chupacabras beat the Northern Arizona Wranglers 47-40. Jerome Johnson led the game in passing and rushing. C.J. Jefferson led the game in receiving. The Fishers Freight smoked the Iowa Barnstormers 63-33. Quad Cities did get the dub against Green Bay, which was, I guess, not entirely surprising because Quad City did beat Green Bay at home last year as well. Arizona beat San Antonio 44-31. San Diego beat Tucson 48-42. So Tucson might actually be decent because they played San Diego close and they have a good offense. Orlando beat Tulsa 61-55 in overtime. It should be noted that Orlando's coach resigned like 2 days before this game happened. So they had to get a new head coach because apparently him and ownership were not getting along. So
Wait, is that TJ Edwards the third or junior?
It's TJ Edwards the second, and he is not related at all to the Bears player.
Okay.
He just also TJ Edwards. And then the Vegas Nighthawks beat the Jacksonville Sharks by 11, and the game wasn't really even that close because some of those Jacksonville points were second half carbon to garbage time, which is unfortunate for my Sharks there. So, passing leader for the league right now is still Daquan Neal, Nate Davis, Paxton DeLaurent. Rushing leaders Daquan Neal, Liam Thompson, Eddie Vander, and then receiving is Drayshawn Hudson, Kyan Williams, and Teo Redding. Playoffs right now: Orlando, Green Bay, Tulsa, Fishers Freight, Vegas, New Mexico, Arizona, San Diego. Vegas lines were not in yet. We got lucky last week that they were in on Wednesday, so they're probably not going to be in until Friday. But Orlando at Jacksonville for a Florida matchup. Orlando, I guess, is hot right now, even with the new coach, so I will go Orlando.
Yeah, I'm gonna be unnecessarily.
You're muted, Nate, by the way.
Reactive, and Jacksonville last week. Orlando did not.
Quad City at San Diego. I'm going to go at San Diego because that is a long travel, and I don't know if they are flying or driving.
I'm going to go San Diego.
Yeah. Okay. So we're all going San Diego. Green Bay? Yeah, Green Bay. Easy peasy.
Vegas.
Yeah, that's easy peasy too. Even with
this one.
Fishers Freight at Tulsa. That should be a good game.
Fishers are they're my dogs right now. I'll still ride with them.
They are killing it right now. You know, yeah, they're still undefeated. No, they're 3-1. Who did lose to?
I'll go Tulsa. Why not?
You'll go Tulsa. And your TJ Edwards, the Tulsa fighters. I'll go with Fishers right now. I'll proven otherwise, I guess. Arizona, Northern Arizona at the Arizona. And New Mexico at Tucson. I'm going Tucson.
I'll go Tucson.
I mean, they do have a former Beast coach. One of the good ones.
Don't want to talk about it. Breaks my heart.
You know what? This one, because I feel like we've been like incredibly chalky with each other. I'll go New Mexico just to be that guy.
Okie dokie.
Because I do think this one's really close. Tucson's probably a bit better though.
All right. So me and Nate are tied at the pick'em, both at 15-6. The Patrick is 14-7. Vegas is 12-9. The coin is 11-10, and Pat is 10-11. So you should pass the coin this week, hopefully, Patrick. Maybe. I don't know if we have any differences. Northern Arizona is your difference with the coin. And I guess Fisher's Tulsa, are different with the coin as well.
No, it's different than Patrick. He's the same on the coin for Arizona.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, so Fisher's Tulsa is where you can pick up or lose with the coin.
We'll see. We'll
Yeah.
see. At this point, the only thing I know for sure is I seem to be a Fisher's guy in this league.
You love the suburbs of Indianapolis.
Hey, there's a Petco there, so
You're just like Kyle. You're like discount Kyle with your love of suburbs of Indianapolis, not the actual Indianapolis.
yeah. It just so happens I know where Fisher's is because I have to schedule deliveries there every week. So
Good,
sure.
good.
Love that for you.
You can ask them how the freight are. Because you deliver freight to Fisher's.
Yeah, I do send freight. Yes, I do.
Full circle. Should get merch, Pat. So we'll hop over to the National Arena League. It is official. Paxton Lynch is dead. He tore his ACL. They announced.
Thank the Lord, right? Question mark?
No, because now Colorado's stuck with Javion Kilgo, and I want to die. Because he's not good. He's the king of throwing pick sixes. So, Southwest Kansas and Salina are both undefeated. Southwest Kansas 4-0. Salina is 3-0. In the games, Southwest Kansas beat Sioux City 41-38 in a close game. Matt Struck led the game in passing, 290. Jeff Mack led the game in rushing, 39. Demarius Washington led the game in receiving with 135. So this was actually a good showcase game for Southwest Kansas because it proves that they can actually throw the ball if they need to, because they had been a pretty run-heavy team.
Yeah, they balled out.
So, and then Pueblo had their bounce back here, beating Louisiana 55-38. And then the Colorado Spartans, minus Paxton Lynch because he's dead now, beat the Amarillo Warbirds 50-11. But as you can see, 44 passing yards led the game because Amarillo is not good. So Colorado always had a short field.
Amarillo might just straight.
Amarillo's not good. They do have a nice field though. They could move to the. I think they have a field that could qualify them for the IFL. So, with that, pick'em. I still have not seen my bookie lines for this league, so I think maybe my bookie has given up.
It's Southwest by infinity.
Yeah, Southwest, easy peasy. Omaha versus Colorado. Okay.
Screw it.
I think
We're going Omaha. Let's go. Fire our coach, take the week off.
Yeah, Omaha might actually. Omaha's back, baby.
We're so back. Absolute cinema.
Dallas versus Louisiana. I'm going Louisiana.
Yeah. I got that one miracle clip with Dallas. I
think the miracle was them playing
Amarillo. Yeah, turns out Amarillo's even worse. And then Sioux City versus Salina. This should be a really good game.
That's a big good game. I'll go Salina.
I'm gonna lie.
Salina is undefeated, but so I'll go different here. I'll go Sioux City. And Lorenzo Brown. Patrick benefits here by not having been here week 1, so percentage-wise he moves into first place despite having less wins. At 13-5, me and Patrick are both 16-7. The Nate is 15-8. The coin is 12-11. Almost pure parity for the coin.
Beautiful.
And then Vegas, which hasn't picked since week 2, is 2-4. So it looks like we might lock Vegas in at last place in this one.
Yeah, it's cooked.
So Lamau. With that, we will hop over to the first week of the AF1. There was some mixed bags here. So their primetime game is on Vice, and then their other games are on YouTube, right? And they're streamed by this thing called like Home Stream or Home Team Network or something. And it's like apparently like AI based camera. So the camera angles were whack in the games. The and then the Oceanside game didn't have a score bug the entire game. That was annoying. And then they didn't even put in their stats, so I don't know the stats for that game. But game of the week, which was Albany versus Minnesota, wasn't really close. Albany smoked the defending TAL champions, 50-23. Joshua Kolka on few days' notice, 159 yards. Shannon Brooks, 32 rushing yards for the Monsters. Clarence Williams was kind of surprising that he led the game considering some of the offensive players that are on Albany. 73 yards. But we're all right. Then we're all right with Kentucky beating Michigan, 34-26. Shout out to Last Chance U member Malik Henry, who was the Michigan Arsenal quarterback and did lead the game in passing. Also, shout out for Real Arena Football because the leading rusher had 5 yards. And Jalen Marshall for Kentucky had 110 receiving yards to lead the game. Orlando beat Washington 33-10. So this might,
Oregon.
yeah, Oregon. So this might. So these were like the worst 2 teams in the league last year, and it still looks like they could be. And then Oceanside actually got an upset here from what people were expecting, except for Patrick. Patrick knew to pick Oceanside here.
Hey, I'm a legend.
The
dude.
Oceanside, the expansion team, beat the defending NAL champions 41-32. And I have no stats to show you because they did not have them uploaded. So FML. But with that, Malik Henry is leading the league in passing. Shannon Brooks is leading the league in rushing, and Jalen Marshall is leading the league in receiving. So, week 2, Michigan Arsenal versus the Nashville Cats. I'm going Kitty Cats, meow. Owned by your favorite coach, Jeff Fisher, Patrick. He's a partial owner.
Okay, I'll go Nashville.
We're going Smashville.
He's
baby.
also the commissioner of this league.
For Jeff Fisher? Hell yeah. I love me some Jeff Fisher.
It's probably the 7th to 9th best indoor league out there.
Yeah. Albany versus Beaumont. I gotta go Firebirds because.
Yeah.
Yeah, although I will say Beaumont didn't seem to be terrible.
Yeah, Albany's really. Sorry, Beaumont is really good.
They probably just
They just
slept
got a
on
tough draw this
Oceanside.
week, and
They also had to go all the way to San Diego from Beaumont, and they probably had to drive because this is indoor football, so they were probably bus lagged.
Look, I love the Oceanside vibes right now, but I can't go away from that name.
I'm
Give
going
me the
Kentucky
Barrels, baby. Come on.
Also, like that's just something we all really
Does that say
agreed on.
Nashville twice?
Oh, I might have read. Did I? Which one is real?
Do you think it's Michigan and Washington and Oregon played each other last week? Do you think it's Michigan?
Oh no, it's because it's Friday. It's the 17th, and then the next week is Wolfpack Cats. I just messed up the thing. Wolfpack Cats is the 25th. That's the next week.
Oh, okay.
In fact, I had the date right. I just didn't. I actually have it written too. I just double wrote it.
Oh.
There we go. No.
So it's just those 3.
Yeah,
okay.
Just those 3. All right.
So we're all in agreement.
The Kentucky Barrels.
for the whole week.
Oh,
We just agree on everything.
yes, except for the
I think it's
Patrick
fine.
and the coin on 1 week each, 1 game each. Yeah, but Patrick is undefeated, so you're safe now, Patrick, as the number 1 team in the pick'em. So at
Yeah,
4-0.
no matter what, still going to be number 1 at the start of next week.
Yeah, and then me, Nate, the Patrick, and the coin are all 3-1. So with that, we will hop over to the fun leagues. The thing of note is that the Beef's former coach that got fired is now the Wyoming Cavalry head coach. So he has bounced back to a absolute shit show of a team that got kicked out of their league. So maybe he'll be right at home. I guess thinking is you know, you go from having no paycheck to maybe having a paycheck. So so maybe that was the idea. So with that, Cedar Rapids beat Pennsylvania Union 46-9. The Michigan Avengers beat the Michigan Raptors 54-42. So rip us there.
Yeah, I'm
lost
going to
to the
also
Knicks.
just preface this whole thing with, oh my God, I suck. Carry on.
We all suck. The Ohio
Hey,
Legends beat
Hang
the.
on. I don't suck. I had fine week picking. Thank
Yes,
you very
yes,
much.
yes. Nate's actually goaded. The Ohio Legends beat the Mid Michigan Grizzlies 21-14. The Tri-State Panthers lost the New Jersey Eagles 32-6. The Peach State Cats absolutely smoked the Carolina Predators. Thank goodness the Predators lost. Right? That's an unfortunate name.
Screw the Predators. Come on.
62-16. There were actually 2 rescheduled games because the Virginia Legion apparently got folded, so they're not in the league anymore. And I didn't get any update on that because this league is very all these teams are kind of slow at updating Facebook and stuff. So Legion or no more, I'll have to go figure out who all these teams are trying to play every week. But the Wyoming Cavalry beat the Albert Lee Grizzlies 48-16. So sleeping in that city did not work out for you, Pat.
No, it did not.
And then the AAL2 game that did play in place of those rescheduled games because of the team closure was the Steel City Stampede beating the Maryland War Eagles 36-34. So with that, we've got the Tri-City River Gators versus the Columbus Lions. So this is an AAL2 versus AAL Prime game. Columbus Lions being the professional level team. So with that, Columbus.
Easy dogs.
And this is Columbus, Georgia, not Columbus, Ohio.
Right.
So this is also another AAL2 versus AAL Prime. The Jersey Bearcats are the pro team in this.
Down on my knees in a Buc-ee's, so I have to go with Jersey.
Yeah.
What the heck's going on with my copy and paste today?
Peach State Cats versus Mississippi Wolfpack is also AL2 versus AL Prime. Wolfpack is the pro team, and they're also the reigning champions from the AL2.
Mississippi Queen.
I do like the Peach State Cats because they're like the feeder team for the Columbus Lions, but yeah, I gotta go to the pro team. All right, now on to the real AAL2, the Carolina Aviators versus the Predators.
I don't align myself with Predators, so
they're like the demons, your demons.
Yeah.
Well, the Predators did just get like.
I will go Aviators too, but I think Peach State is probably one of the better teams in the AAL2.
Yeah, you're definitely not wrong about that.
You're not pasting without formatting.
Paste as values.
Mid Michigan Grizzlies at the Michigan Avengers. Avengers put up a lot of points, so I'm gonna go Avengers.
Yeah, I'm going Avengers.
Points.
In fact, I think the Avengers might be the last team to have beat the West Michigan Ironmen like 2 years ago in the championship game.
That's kind of wild, actually.
The Michigan Raptors at the Ohio Legends. I'm going Ohio Legends.
Oh, I was gonna represent.
I'm gonna go with
The Legends are like borderline
Yeah,
pro.
I'm going Ohio.
What I will
I don't
give to
care.
the Michigan Raptors is they
have-
have a good YouTube channel. They're very active on their YouTube channel.
I have to go War Eagles. It's too
Yeah,
good.
War Eagles.
The Panthers
Ooh.
got smoked last week, so I'll go War Eagles as well. Alright, this game I'm not sure is happening. This is a game because the Steel City Stampede were playing the Legion, and Pittsburgh said that they finished their bye week, so I assume they're playing a game. And this is the only other team in the league that's not playing. This is the only one that would have had an open. So
Yeah,
this is a guess.
I would roll with the City because they're cooler.
I'm going Pittsburgh.
They're probably both from Pittsburgh, right?
I'm going.
I imagine Steel City is also Pittsburgh.
It's probably Pennsylvania. I don't know where in Pennsylvania. Pittsburgh is the feeder team for the Wheeling Miners, the AL Prime team.
Who did Steel City beat?
They
That
beat
probably
the
doesn't
War
really matter.
Eagles 36-34.
How dare they? How dare they? I have to go against them just for that.
So you own Pittsburgh?
Disgusting. Yes.
Okay. This is a new league that is kicking off, the International Arena League. There is a chance that this league has stats. If this league has stats, I will move it to a full feature league, but we will see. The wild thing with this league is that it has a European division and an American division. So
Based.
There-
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm looking at independent. That scared the crap out of me for a second. I was like, you're gonna have to go all the way to England
There's-
after playing in like Denver.
there's only a couple weeks that are inter continental games.
I would hope so. Well, okay. You know what? Las Vegas. That's even
There
worse.
is wild. The American division is I guess I can read it. So Europe is Dusseldorf Warriors, the England Eruptors, the Glasgow Tartans, the Stuttgart Stallions, and the Zurich Ibex. And then North America is wildly spread out. It's the Arizona Juggernauts, the Cincinnati Slingers, the Las Vegas Rockers, the Pennsylvania Benjamins, and the Utah Great Eights. So that's like entire continent spanning in America as well. So the travel in this league is going to be brutal in the American side. It's going to be really expensive, but apparently there's some money behind this league, so we'll see how long it holds out.
I mean, it's really going to be mostly brutal for Cincy and Pennsylvania because at least Vegas, Arizona.
Yeah,
Utah
those are
are
kind of
kinda
close.
within the-
Yeah, but Arizona and Cincinnati is just cross country.
Yeah.
Especially Pennsylvania. I don't know any of the rosters. I know Arville Nelson is supposed to be in this league. That's about the only name I remember.
So for everything in this league, I am just rolling with the home team until we find out more about
So Dusseldorf. That's where the Rhine
I'm going the
Fire
better
is.
name in Dusseldorf. Dusseldorf Evil Incorporated.
You think Dusseldorf is a cooler name than the Ibex? I'm going Ibex.
So
I mean,
Dusseldorf
Ibex is
sounds
a
like
cooler
better
team
city
name.
than Zurich.
But
Nobody cares
Dusseldorf's
about
funnier.
Switzerland.
Dusseldorf is just a city, Nate. It's on the Rhine River. It's also home to the Rhine Fire.
It's still a funny name.
Okay. England
I would love
Eruptors.
to live in Dusseldorf. I'm going Glasgow.
I don't really want to live in Germany right now, to be honest. Do you want the Scots or do you want the English?
Oh, Scots every time.
Scots. You know, I'll be different. I'll go with the English. Even though it's probably going to backfire because they're all the UA teams. The Pennsylvania Benjamins versus the Las Vegas Rockers. I kind of hate
Oh,
all the
Pennsylvania.
American names, to be honest.
I don't hate Benjamins compared to Rockers, so I'm going Pennsylvania.
You're going Pennsylvania.
I'm going Vegas because they're home.
I'll go Vegas with this one. The Cincinnati Slingers versus the Utah Great Eights.
Give me the grade 8s.
Great Eights. I'm going to go Cincinnati. And then the Wyoming Calgary home against the Colorado Rockets in their final game of the year. I'm gonna go
True Wyoming.
Wyoming.
I'm gonna go Wyoming.
You're gonna go
I got
Colorado,
Ben
Nate? Go with the
going
Rockets
against the line.
Yeah, out of principle.
out of principle. You want nothing but the worst for that coach.
100%.
Count us out. Count us out.
Count us
Count
out.
out.
Count us out. Oh gosh, dude, ML. This league
So
is
with that,
just
Nate is
going to
leading
be
in the
miserable.
4 The Patrick is 5-3-2. I am 6-5-2. Patrick is 4-5-2, and the coin is 4-7-2. So the coin not going great here. And now we will hop over to Major League Rugby, and the first overall Chicago Hounds, followed by the 2-1 Anthem Rugby Carolina. Somehow, 2 more wins than their entire history. California Legion is 1-2. Seattle Old Glory are 1-1, and New England is 0-2. Old Glory beat New England 21-19. Pat was the only one that believed in our nation's capital. So good for Patrick. Anthem beat Seattle
You said you
34.
were anti-New England. I was more anti-New England than you.
This is true.
Anthem beat Seattle 34-25, and then Chicago handled California 48-24. So what I'm hearing about this league so far is that Chicago is going to dog walk this league, undefeated season. The championship is in Chicago, so they're going to get a home championship game. Everything's coming up Hounds.
Also, though, is Anthem actually good for once?
We don't know.
We don't know.
I genuinely have no idea. I literally have. I think I know more about what's going on in the independent leagues than this. Straight up, that I genuinely have no idea.
So Anthem is running a promotion for this upcoming game. The first 500 attendees get a free beer. So Anthem is going to be rocking for their game
Anthem
again.
all day.
Good.
3-1, baby.
Yeah.
Free beer.
So I'm going Anthem.
That's a wild poll.
As a sober guy, I go against the beer.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Yeah, I'm
but
also straight edge, bro. But
I think we're all here in that regard.
but we're thinking the hooliganism that's maybe Anthem's gonna roll up a beer snake. They're gonna out DC.
Yeah, that was classic. Chicago by 25.
Yeah, Chicago.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll.
And then who has any idea? Seattle at California.
God knows what's going on.
I'm gonna go Seattle.
I would have said Seattle for sure, but they lost to Anthem. Now I really just
California also lost to Anthem.
I'll go Seattle just based off previous. I mean, theoretically they're okay, but I just.
You know what? I'll roll California.
Yeah. Turns out the merger was more LA than San Diego.
Dang it, Pat. Actually, you know what? We're tied in the standings, so maybe I shouldn't. We're both under 500.
Yeah. So the Patrick is 4-3.
At this point, I'll just be chaos in this league. Fuck it. Who cares?
Yeah. The Patrick is 4-3. Vegas is 3-3. And then you, me, all three of us, and the coin are all 3-4. So truly, we understand what's going on in Major League Rugby. All I know, Hounds all the way. What
the dog doing?
Howdy McCowney face for life. And with that, we will move on to the Australian Football League, where the Sydney Swans, Fremantle Dockers, Hawthorn Hawks, and Western Bulldogs are all 4-1. Tied at the top, of course. The percentage is what orders them. Gold Coast, Brisbane, North Melbourne, Geelong, Melbourne, and Port Adelaide are your teams. The rest of the teams in the final 10. So scores this week: Adelaide beat Carlton 114-86. And then in the most anemic offensive performance we've ever seen in Australian football since we've really been paying attention, the Fremantle Dockers beat the Collingwood Magpies 45-39. This was like a women's Australian football match here. Really low scoring. My Magpies kicked 9 behind, so I want to die. So that was their killer. Brisbane handled North Melbourne 92-66. Eston beat Melbourne 113-68. Get fucked, Demons. See, I guess things went better on Orthodox Easter than on regular Easter because the Demons won on regular Easter, but they lost on Orthodox Easter.
Oh.
Did that make it the real Easter? Who knows? Sydney beat Gold Coast 100-68. Hawthorn beat Western 104-64. Geelong beat West Coast 112-68. GWS beat Richmond 131-75. And St Kilda beat Port Adelaide 81-67. So I also want to point out that the Fremantle's 45 points to win their game was the second lowest scoring in the week. So they would have lost to every other team, except for the team they were playing.
I mean, makes sense. Usually, if you're scoring 45, you're getting belt to cheeks.
Yeah, you're losing by 100.
Kind of hard to win this without scoring at least, feels like the general range is 75. And even then, I feel like more often than not, you're probably not going to win scoring 75.
You're going to at least break 60 normally. Everybody breaks 60 normally. So, with that, Collingwood versus Carlton. I have to believe in my Magpies. It was a good defensive performance. It just didn't work out offensively.
I'm sorry.
I think that game's solidified that I'm never going to pick the Magpies ever again.
I'm punishing both teams. I do not care who the Dockers are playing to. They do not deserve my pick this week. That was egregious. I'm going Carlton.
Oh, Nate, you are screwed. I just saw who they're playing.
So about that.
We'll get there.
I'm gonna delay that a week. I'm gonna delay it.
The Western Bulldogs with the Geelong Cats. I'm gonna go with my kitty cats. Meow. Are you going Cats, Nate? Or Bulldogs? The Cats versus Dogs.
Yeah, I have 2 cats. I have 0 dogs. It just have to.
We got debate here.
Western has been pretty good.
I'll go Cat.
Sydney Swans versus GWS. I'm going with Swans.
Yeah, although I do think GWS actually can beat them. I'm gonna lean the Swans. So.
Gold Coast versus Eston. This is a big favorite for Gold Coast.
I'll go Gold Coast.
And then Port Adelaide versus Hawthorn. This is a big favorite for Hawthorn.
Hawthorn all day. I love Hawthorn.
Big favorite and at home. Just every part of the method does that.
Yes. St Kilda versus St Kilda versus regular Adelaide. Adelaide is favorited. But I'll believe in Nate Saints.
I will too. Why not?
I'll go Adelaide.
Patrick sticking with Vegas.
Probably right.
Richmond versus North Melbourne. I'm going North Melbourne.
North Melbourne.
Richmond's been bad, haven't they?
Yes.
Yeah, they have.
Richmond's been buns.
And North Melbourne is inside the 10 right now.
North Melbourne.
Brisbane versus Devon. Going Brisbane.
Brisbane. So, I'm not punishing Fremantle.
And Fremantle versus West Coast.
Till next week.
So, I'm going.
Yeah, that's would be a baller.
West Coast does have 2 wins. Who knows?
They do. I thought about it.
So, surprise, surprise, Vegas is leading the league right now in our pick'em, 32-13. Patrick at 27-13. The Patrick is 28-17. Nate is 27-18. I am 25-20, and the coin is 24-21. So the coin is nearing parity here.
Come on, the coin.
Got coin.
We believe in you.
And your fantasy leaders so far in the league right now are Bailey Smith, Max Gone, and Jack Steele. So that is all the leagues for now. Patrick, would you like to talk about the going-ons in the All-Pro League?
All right, the All-Pro League at this point, which is converting into the All-Salt League. Numerology holds firm. Because I beat Jackson last time we played, of course, no matter what our skill team differential was, Jackson beat me this time.
Yeah.
Score does not do how bad he killed me justice. After just demolishing me for 3.5 quarters, he just kind of carrying and let me score a couple points at the end.
I am
yeah, it was
merciful,
rough.
if I am not just.
At this point, it is continuing to... the crack in my team has been very, very exposed, which is if you score some points on me early, I can't to save my life. So just don't let me score first, and I'm in trouble.
Force the game into Colt McCoy's hands.
Yes, and that goes poorly for me. Let me just run the ball 80 times, and I will be happy. Then Eli continuing his nowhere great season. Beat Doyle in a shootout. Doyle now is on a 3-game losing streak after starting 2-0.
You're welcome, Doyle. Exposed you as a fraud.
Yeah, you did. Although, I mean, Doyle's been doing progressively better since then. Granted, there was...
To be fair, you can only go from up after you losing the way you did against me.
Losing 44-8. I don't know where else he could have gone but up, but
technically he could lose 44-0, I guess. But
technically, yeah. But yeah, his season seems to have completely come off the rails. Eli has decided to not suck first time. So
Good for him.
It's interesting. Nate, you won the rock fight. You and the convicts just decided offense was optional. We were just going to kick the crap out of each other. And at the end of the day, Brayton could make more plays than Trayvon Boykin.
Basically the start of the longest yard game. Understandable.
Yes. But congratulations on being the better of the rock team. That win officially puts you in the driver's seat for your side. You are now the only team on your side with a winning record.
Woo!
So the real question,
Mickey Mouse division.
Real question: was it the Burt Reynolds longest yard or Adam Sandler longest yard?
Always Adam Sanders. As good as Burt Reynolds is, I'm sorry.
So you made the referee shit his pants and not or I think he shit his pants instead of you broke his fucking neck.
Yeah. Yeah. Both great.
Did you know there's an English remake of that movie where they play soccer?
That sickens me.
And their goalie is like a ninja.
That made it a little more interesting. You should have led with that.
And then the next big surprise of the season, Kyle continues his resurgence. He kicked the ever-living crap out of the draft busts.
Okay, and to be fair, if you lose into the bus, you're kind of cooked.
I mean,
he's done it before.
This is true.
His MO.
In the toilet bowl.
Yes, he did lose a toilet bowl to them. So him beating them is actually a big deal. With that, the opposite of Mickey Mouse division, Doyle is the only team on my side with a losing record. Eli and I both only have one loss. We're both 4-1. And then Kyle now is 3-2. So, our side's doing great. Your side sucks.
Yeah, as well as our second year or whatever when I crossed over, right?
Yeah. So then our preview for next week. I play Kyle, so that'll be pretty telling for if he's like really back or not. Then Jackson, you play Eli. So if you manage to beat Eli, who's been red hot, maybe you're not dead. Because even after starting 0-3, you're only one game back.
Maybe I should always coach from the Thailand.
Yeah. Thailand's your secret sauce.
Yeah. It's all
Doyle
about that
gets to play
pussy.
So if the convicts win, maybe they're actually alive for second place in your side. If Doyle wins, he creeps back to 500. Maybe he's alive again. And congratulations, Nate. You get to maintain first place no matter what, because you get the bus.
God, it's so good.
If you manage to lose that one, then you just need to kill yourself and it's done.
Yeah. Then he can bench Tom Brady.
If I do lose, yep. I won't do it to piss off Pat. I won't do it.
Yeah.
Tom Locken though.
Tom's gonna bench. He's gonna bench Tom Brady for Drew Henson.
Yeah.
Nah, actually, Giovanni Carmazzi.
Or Drew Bledsoe. I guess he's New England too, so you can do him.
Spurgeon win.
But the overall standings.
Spurgeon the surgeon.
At this point, I am 4-1. Jackson's 2-3. Doyle's 2-3. Eli's 4-1. The convicts are 2-3. Nate is 3-2, winning column. The busts are winless, and Kyle is 3-2.
Maybe you do the best quarterback after Brady, Billy Volek.
I mean, he could physically play football, so that that's a point in his favor.
Now, because Pennington or Bolger would be the better ones to go for if you're going before Brady.
Yeah,
I would definitely go Bolger.
Before you, it depends. Do you get pre-destroyed shoulder Pennington or post?
Yes.
Because before he blew his shoulder, he's the only guy that took the division from Brady ever.
Yeah.
Technically, did it twice.
But early Bolger also gets the greatest show in turf.
One on a Mickey Mouse, but technically did it twice.
Yeah.
But
he was two separate teams.
Time, though, I would argue Ronnie Brown was actually their quarterback, though.
Yeah, I like to give Pennington his flowers, even though it's a Mickey Mouse one. But you're probably not wrong.
Chad Pennington, the ultimate comeback player of the year.
Yeah. What debilitating shoulder injury did he get this time? On the same shoulder, unfortunately.
We can do debilitating shoulder injuries. We can get Tim Couch.
Was it Pennington that had the undefeated season at Marshall too?
I am not sure.
I think so. I don't.
Probably.
That would make sense.
I would imagine so.
I know Marshall had that undefeated season in the late 90s.
When they were in the MAC.
For glory.
In the MAC. What a great conference.
It is.
But they didn't give Northern Illinois enough money, so they left.
Tragic. We good?
Yeah, I don't got anything else to say.
I was
just all like quiet for like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
I've wrapped up quite a few balls in my life.
Yeah, I was looking up. Yeah, it was Chad Pennington. Brian Leftwich also on that team.
That's actually crazy.
Yeah, that weird moment in Jaguars history where they had two competent quarterbacks on the same roster. Like, wow.
Imagine Marshall having two NFL quarterbacks on the roster.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's also crazy.
Alrighty. So that is all. We will see you guys next week.